Facebook land. It is Tuesday night. It is not 9 o'clock because we have a special time tonight for a special guest, for a special ReLive show.
For a special bedtime.
For a special bedtime. Well, yeah, I got to get up early too. Not as early as you. But anyway, hello. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you're on, say hello. I hope you watch us live. If not, if you're watching the replay, #replay, please and thank you. Is everybody having a good week so far? It's like the final countdown of work. I only work 3 more days, but I'm not counting. I'm totally counting. I have to tell you guys a funny story about my child this morning. No, not this morning, this evening. So I'm making dinner and he stands up on the kitchen chair and he said, "I declare I'm gonna throw away all the Halloween candy." And I was like, wow, okay. He's like, "More vegetables, war against diabetes."
Is he being serious?
But he was like, "More vegetables." I said, "Okay, I'll make you some broccoli for dinner." He goes, "No, not that kind of vegetable." He wanted peas. So I gave him some peas. He didn't eat them, but he did eat a lot of scrambled eggs. Like, I think he ate 4 eggs for dinner tonight. But he's like, his new saying, I don't know if that's like the saying that the 8-year-olds are saying right now, but it's like, "Take that, diabetes."
Gosh.
I don't know what it is. Everything is "take that, diabetes," but it was pretty entertaining. So anyway, hi, Andrea. Thanks for joining us. Our special guest's name is Andrea. How exciting is that? Hey, Abby. Abby, does this time work better for you? 7:30 at night instead of 9 o'clock at night? Hey, Amy, keep coming, guys. Keep saying hello. We're going to get started. All right, it's 7:32. So welcome to ReLive, where we talk about all the things. And tonight, we're going to talk about yoga. And as I was getting this ready, hey, Haley, I was typing in season finale yoga, and I told Andrea, I said, never in my life did I think I would do a show about yoga. And you'll learn more why later. So before I give you guys the story, I want to introduce to you this amazing woman sitting next to me. This is Andrea Holloway, my coach. I met Andrea about 6 years ago at CrossFit Uncommon. Yes, there was a time in my life that I did CrossFit. Andrea is a badass, you guys. She is so strong and so inspiring. I was drawn to her immediately. Also, she didn't talk very much, so I was determined to get her to talk. I think I've done a pretty good job. So, she is a member of CrossFit Uncommon. She teaches YOD at Be Moved Power Yoga. And besides being a badass in fitness, she also has it going on in her career life. She received her bachelor's degree in, was it in accounting? Mm-hmm. From Purdue, and is now a CPA. She and her husband of 7 years have 2 dogs, which they love, and Andrea would prefer to spend her time cuddling them all day long. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Kristen. So that's Andrea, our guest, and I'm super excited that she's here tonight. So now for the story of why yoga, you guys. I never really did yoga. Like, we did it at CrossFit, like every once in a while when we had a challenge, like there would be some yoga and you could go do and get points. So I'm all about a good challenge. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do the yoga to get the points. But I was like phoning it in. I was like, I don't even know what you guys are doing. I just kept doing it, whatever. I would do them sometimes at like at-home workouts. It'd be part of the workout. But I was like, yeah, no, don't like this. So fast forward 5, 6, however many years it's been. I don't know about you guys, but as I get older, like everything crunches together. Like there's no division of time. So it was like fast forward 6-ish years. And I saw that my dear friend Andrea had posted an advertisement for a self-care challenge. And I was intrigued because I was looking for a challenge. I wasn't looking for a challenge. I was looking at that point in my life to really hone in on my nutrition and not just counting calories, like really thinking about the foods that I was consuming. And this challenge had a great nutrition piece with it, but it also came with 18 yoga classes. And I was like, I don't know why it intrigued me so much. Maybe because I hadn't talked to Andrea in a long time and I thought, oh, this would be a really good time to reconnect with Andrea. Maybe because I thought that I needed to try something different. I don't know, but I talked to my husband about it. I was like, so there's like this challenge. It's just up here because it's like a hop, skip, and a jump away from my house. So I was like, I like a good challenge. So I'm going to do it. So I signed up. I texted my friend, Jamie, that I was like, hey, do you want to do this with me? And I didn't expect her to say yes. And she did. So that, I think I signed up on the last night that you could sign up.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And so we started. Here's the catch, you guys. The damn yoga class started at 5:30 in the morning, which when I did CrossFit, that was the time that I did the class because I like to get it done and out of the way. And it doesn't interrupt with family time. It doesn't interrupt with the rest of your day. You've got up, you've got it done. Because I don't know about you, if I don't work out in the morning, there's a really good chance it's not happening in the afternoon because there's so many things that come up and you're like, oh, I could do that, I could do that. Oh, look, it's bedtime, so no workout. So anyway, I got up that first Monday morning at 5:10, threw some yoga clothes on, brushed my teeth, pulled my hair back, and drove to the class. What I did not know was that it was hot yoga. I'm not talking like 75 degrees, you guys. I'm talking, I looked at the thermostat, 91 degrees. It was 91 degrees in there. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I had sweat dripping from places that you don't normally have sweat dripping from, like from my wrist. Sweat was dripping from my wrist. Did I tell you that? Dripping from my wrist, you guys. It was, so I signed up for the YOD, which is a yoga warm-up, a workout, a HIIT workout, and a yoga cool down. So I signed up for that. We did it. I survived. People were impressed that that was my first yoga class. They really didn't expect me to come back. I really didn't expect myself to come back. I left there. I even asked Andrea as we left. She's like, so what'd you think? And I was like, yeah, can I just come back for the workout piece and then skip on out of here when we're done? She said no. So I did that first one. So let's talk a minute about what YOD is. So I thought it meant, because I was used to CrossFit and WOD, which is workout of the day, I thought YOD was yoga of the day. Mm-hmm. I learned quickly that it is not. So what does it mean?
It means your own determination. So basically what that means is you can come in and whatever you're trying to accomplish that day, if you just want to move your body, you can move slow, you can move fast, however you want to move, you can do that because it's your own determination.
Which I like that. Mm-hmm. I like it a lot. So I did the Monday workout. I left there with a really bad attitude. I was like, I have 17 more of these efforts to do. I was thinking, there is no way. There's just no way. And I kept thinking, when does this end? When does this challenge end? Like, do I have to do this? Like, can I just not do this? But then come Tuesday afternoon, I was sitting in my office and I was kind of like, I'm kind of looking forward to the Wednesday morning YOD, and the rest is history, you guys. I completed the challenge. I believe I got all 18 of my workouts in. I think some days I went 4 times a week. I even went, I think it was one time I did 2 classes in one day. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, so I just wanted to kind of tell you guys that because I never liked yoga. Even when I did it, I was like, my husband even said, like, you don't like yoga. And I was like, I know, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna finish this year with a bang, I guess. So the one thing I really, really liked was the community of people. Everyone was so inviting, so welcoming, and like encouraging. Like at the end of the class, we all go around and give each other high fives. Like I've gotten to know a lot of people there and I really, really enjoy. And I think that's something that I was missing from when I left Uncommon, because Uncommon is the same way. Mm-hmm. And I will have to tell you guys, you're not going to believe this, because I didn't believe these crazy people when they told me Monday morning. They're like, oh, you'll get used to the heat. You're not even going to notice it. I don't notice it anymore. It's ridiculous. I mean, I still sweat, but it's like, I think your body just really adapts.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, if you guys don't like yoga, you might try it. And I'm sure that we can get you hooked up with a class. You can come hang out with me, practice next to me. So that is why we're doing the yoga topic tonight. Why are you laughing at that?
I love how good you are at talking.
It is my talent, my one talent.
Will be a good mix here.
Oh yeah, I do like to talk.
Uh-huh.
I mean, whatever, it's fine.
It's good.
Yeah. So when I first launched ReLive, which can we just talk about that for a minute, you guys? This is the season finale, season 1. So I've learned a lot and it's been a lot of fun and I'm looking forward to season 2, but I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe we're here already. When I started this crazy adventure, I was like,
how many episodes was season 1?
I think it started out being 20, but then there were a couple of weeks where we ended up not having anything. I think this is episode 17,
okay.
Which works out well because 1 + 7 = 8, and 8 is my favorite number. So
there you go.
There you go. So anyway, when I created this, some comments that people gave me was for show ideas was to maybe do something where we had like a retries. So that's originally what I was going to do, but then Andrea and I were talking about it, and we're gonna call retries, instead of retries, it's gonna be redo. Like, because there is no try, there's only do. And does anybody know what movie that's from? There's comments, so I'm just gonna get up close and personal here. Hey, Lori. Hey, neighbor. Oh, you cuddle Sarah. Your hubby says hugs and kisses. Oh, thanks, Julian.
Sarah, Andrea makes us do things we wouldn't normally do.
She does. It's crazy.
Like burpees.
Like, yeah, burpees. Hi, everyone. Season finale. Yeah, your wife made it to the season finale. Hey, Christine. Thanks for the well wishes. Okay, so I've rambled enough. I think it's time for you to talk.
Okay.
So we're going to start with some questions, and then we're going to do some yoga. I don't know how it's going to be because it's not really hot in here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how. We'll just flow. We'll just go with it. Okay, so how did you get involved in yoga, and why and when and all that fun stuff?
Yeah, so I was like you. I had tried a couple, like maybe yoga videos or whatever, and did not really care for it. No, never really liked it. But when I was planning my wedding, which was a very stressful time for me, I didn't really care for that activity. And it's just stressful for everyone in general. I had heard about hot yoga and I was like, oh, I'll give that a try because that sounds kind of cool, kind of different. And I went in my first class, like I work out pretty regularly, and I went in my first class and I was like, kind of like, what just happened? So it was a different, interesting challenge, and that's what I think made me fall in love with it. And then I've kept with it because it's been good for like stress relief for me personally, like focusing on the breathing and just moving, stretching. So.
And how long have you been teaching the yod?
Teaching yod, it's just over a year. So I started in August of 18.
You guys, she's an amazing teacher, an amazing coach. That's what I've deemed her as, coach. So what are some of the benefits of yoga?
So stress relief. I mean, I suffer from anxiety, so that helps me with anxiety. Moving in general helps me with anxiety too. What I say, stress relief, so stretching. If you're someone that works out a lot, it can be muscle relief for you. Hi, Brandy, I see you calling me.
Don't you know we're on a show? This is ReLive.
Stress relief, stretching. Just moving your body, building strength, those types of things.
I have really noticed some strength because this is the only thing that I'm doing right now, contrary to what my doctor thinks I need to do, but whatever. I've really noticed some strength, especially in my arms.
So you're holding poses, you're on your arms a lot in either downward dog or high plank, low plank. So definitely it builds muscle in your arms.
So when you went into your first hot yoga class and you left thinking like, what just happened? Did you go into it thinking like, oh, I got this, like I work out all the time, it's totally going to be fine? I did the same thing with something else. When I was doing CrossFit on a regular basis, somebody was like, oh, do this Beachbody workout, like T25, a Shanti workout. I was like, I got this. And I was like you, like what the hell just happened to me? So I think it's good to keep your body like guessing and doing new things. So
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. So I don't really know if this is the place for the question, but we talked about stress relief. So are there like some simple things that people can do, especially at work maybe, like to help relieve stress?
So I think focusing on breathing is a huge one. I often do something called box breathing, which is where you'll inhale for like 5 seconds. So breathe in for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds. So the inhale, hold, exhale, hold, those are all the same amount of time. So it can be 3 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever. But that really helps me. Just breathing in general, like noticing when your breath speeds up means you're stressed. So just focusing on slowing your breath down, maybe closing your eyes for a second and just focusing on your breathing.
Yeah.
That would be what I would say.
That's a really good option. I heard.
So you can just knock out a workout in your office at work.
I mean, you could do some burpees. I've been known to do some burpees or frog jumps, or what was the other thing I was doing? Oh, I did a sit up to stand up in my office.
Did you?
Like totally in my work clothes. It's fine. I close the door. It's fine. And if somebody walks in, that's their problem. It's my office. So I did hear, I think it was a doctor maybe talking about people that struggle to fall asleep at night. He talked about this box breathing and doing that. So sometimes I start doing it and then I don't know when I stop because I fall asleep really quickly. So
I've actually done it with my team at work, like as a group activity. And one of the guys that works for me, he said that he now does it when he needs to help fall asleep.
Really? Yeah.
So it works for him.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So I think that there are possibly different types of yoga. Is that true? And what do we practice at?
Ours is,
I don't even know. I just go.
Power Vinyasa.
Okay.
And ours is Baptiste yoga. So Baptiste is a type of Power Vinyasa yoga, which includes the heat. It's the sequence of the yoga poses that we do. And it's power, which means you're going to do a lot of chaturangas, which is your high push-up to low push-up, up dog, down dog. Actually, that's not the chaturanga, but that's okay. So anyways, Power Vinyasa, but there's more gentle types of yoga. There's different power yogas that are just like a different type of flow. I actually don't know a whole lot about other yoga styles, other than kind of what you spoke to. Like I've been to other classes before that weren't this style, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I really like this.
Right.
I think gentle yoga is really nice sometimes, but it's not something that I can practice regularly.
Right.
Just because I like the movement helps me kind of come out of my mind.
Right. The power. Yeah, that's awesome. I think it's like anything. You have to keep trying stuff until you find something that really works well with you and your personality and what you want to accomplish. So you talked about the heat. So the heat is part of the Baptiste yoga. So why heat? Why does it have to be 91 degrees?
So the heat has a couple of benefits. So it helps you be able to stretch your muscles. So if you have tight muscles, the heat will help relax them so that you can actually, it helps you get into the poses. I've had a lot of people come from CrossFit to try hot yoga and they're like, oh man, like I've tried this. We do a lot of those things for mobility and CrossFit, but being in the heat has helped people really get into those postures. And then it's also like purifying, right? So you're sweating out toxins and stuff like that. So the heat is helping, like yoga in general is a detoxifying practice, and then the heat helps facilitate that through sweat.
So much sweat.
And it just feels good, especially in the winter.
It does feel good. I started September 30th was my first class, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it come August.
It'll feel great.
We'll see. We'll see, Sarah, what she has me doing in August. So we are getting really close to the do part of this, which I know that's probably what you're more excited about than this talking nonsense. I am not so sure I'm excited about practicing in front of you guys, but whatever, it's fine. But before we do that, what is your favorite pose?
My favorite / least favorite pose is Warrior Two. So like there's this saying in yoga that the pose that you dislike the most is the one that is there to teach you something. And so Warrior Two, you're in a lunge, your arms are, wide, so you're kind of getting pulled in different directions. You're supposed to be grounding down, stretching out. And for me, like I could never stay in it. And it used to be very hard for me to like do things that made me uncomfortable. And so with that pose, like staying in it has helped me learn, okay, like I can be uncomfortable. You just have to stay, breathe, use your gaze to get through it.
Yeah. She says things like, we can do hard things. Sarah, have you heard her say that? Sarah, burpees, frog jumps, bear crawls. Do you do all those in your office? Christine, will definitely look for you to watch on the replay. Thanks for joining for a little bit. Okay, so if somebody wants to start practicing yoga, what do they need?
A mat.
A mat.
In their body.
And some yoga clothes. Some workout clothes.
I mean,
an open mind.
Sure.
An open mind, I think, is the biggest thing you need.
Yeah, I think you kind of spoke to it earlier, just there's so many different styles of yoga. So I think it is important to not try one class and be like, I hate yoga, because there's so many different styles, and they're all very different. So there's a lot of variation of what you can find out there.
Okay. All right. Are you ready to try some yoga? Okay, so we're going to try some yoga. I think she's going to be my coach through this, and I'm going to do some stuff. Hopefully she's going to do some things too.
Maybe you can teach me.
Maybe we can get her to do some really cool stuff that I can't do. I can only dream of doing. So we're going to take a little break, not a break, but we just have to get set up. So bear with us for just a moment. I'm going to take this jacket off because it's really not going to work well. And I think we both have to pull our hair up because, can't really do yoga with your hair flapping all around. And I did pick my cute outfit today. So look at the back, guys. Cute ruffles. Okay. How's that hair? Okay. Maybe we're going to try and move this to the ground. Hey. Okay, let's see. Sorry if there's any inappropriate shots. How's that? You want to get down there and see? Does that look good?
Be a little higher. Like, can you just tilt it? Does that work?
Does that work for you?
Sure.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm gonna just sit here.
What are we gonna do?
Breathing first.
Oh, geez.
So we'll sit crisscross applesauce.
Oh, I missed a hair.
I think it'll be okay.
No, it won't.
Okay, you better
I
fix
will
it.
not be able to concentrate because there will be a hair. You guys feel me, right? Oh, I don't like the way I look in this. It's fine. It's fine, Rhian. It's fine. Whatever. People love you for more than just the way you look. Okay.
So let's talk first about the breath. So in this, I think in all styles of yoga, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll say at least in our style of yoga, we use what we call Ujjayi breath. And so Ujjayi breath is an inhale and an exhale through your nose, but we're going to practice the exhale first. So the exhale, there should be like a slight restriction in the back of your throat. So if you hold your hand up, so breathe into your hand like you're trying to fog up a mirror. With your mouth open so you can feel it. So you feel that restriction in the back of your throat. So now you're going to inhale, and when you exhale, you want to feel that same restriction, but with your mouth closed. Try it.
So are we inhaling first?
Yeah, you have to before you exhale. Okay. Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that is the Ujjayi breath. So that's one of the foundations for the practice because you'll want to be breathing throughout the practice. It's good practice to just breathe. So then we're going to start in child's pose. Okay, so child's pose, and you're going to come into that same breathing. Yeah, so you can't hear her, but she's going to inhale and exhale. One more, breathe in, breathe out. And then she's going to make her way up to downward facing dog. So the next thing that we talk about in yoga is your foundation. So your foundation is what's helping you build the foundation for the pose. So anything that's touching her mat, so her hands or her feet, that's going to be her foundation. So she's going to press down through her thumb and first finger in her hands. You can hear her breathing. Good job, Rianne. You're such a good student. And then from that foundation in her hands, she's going to, with energy, draw up through her arm bones. She's actually going to rotate her arm bones to the outer edges of the walls. So that will engage her shoulder blades. So you can softly pull your shoulder blades up towards your hips. So that's her hands and her arms. And then her feet, she's going to get rooted through her heels. So that doesn't mean that her heels have to touch. It just means that she's pressing towards the mat with her heels. She's going to draw her inner ankles back, press her outer ankles down. So that's her hands and her feet. And then additionally, she's going to build stability through her core. So she's going to lift her hips up and draw her belly button towards her spine to engage her core. So now she's got her foundation for her downward facing dog. Then she's going to step her feet to her fingers. She's going to hang and ragdoll, so let the crown of your head drop down. You can grab your elbows. And here she's just trying to release tension in her neck and her shoulders. So we hold a lot of tension here. She's going to let go of tension and breathe. And she's going to toe heel her hand or her feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. So come to halfway so that you're parallel with the mat. Yeah. Crown of her head reaches forward. Her gaze is down at her mat. And then she's going to fold. She's going to rise up to extended mountain pose. Let me get so she can see it. Reach her fingers up to the ceiling. And then she's going to fold forward. Lift halfway. And then she's going to come into high plank. Shoulders are stacked over her wrists. She's going to come into low plank so she can come to her knees. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Shoulders come over wrists. Now softly pull your shoulders out of your ears. And she's going to come back to downward facing dog. So that's the basic flow for the practice. And as she moves through that, that's how she's building the heat in her body. So even though we don't have heat in the room, she can still build heat in her body. So let's go through that one more time a little faster. So she's gonna, we're gonna start from downward facing dog.
Oh, okay.
This is just the vinyasa flow part. So she's in down dog. She's gonna step her feet to her fingers. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, reach your fingers to the ceiling, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, high to low plank. Breathe in, upward facing dog. She's going to look forward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Look at the back of your mat. And that's it. That's yoga. Repeat over and over again.
Did you guys like that? Wasn't that great? Okay, do we want to show them something else?
What would you like to show them? What's your favorite yoga pose? Now I'm interviewing you.
My favorite, because of why yours was your favorite, is crow.
Crow?
Yeah.
You want to try that?
Sure.
Okay.
You guys ready to see something? Because I'm gonna probably face plant. Hey, it's Sway!
Hi,
Okay.
Sway.
All right.
So crow is what we call an arm balance pose. So she's going to be balancing on her arms and her feet are going to come up off the floor.
Ooh, frog jumps too.
Frog jumps. Well, I guess that's kind of a yoga move.
Is it
It's definitely a yoga move.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay.
Okay, so in crow pose, she's going to set up so that her elbows are stacked over her wrists and she's going to bring her knees to her triceps. And her shoulders will come forward and she's gonna lift up. Crow pose. Boom, baby, you got it.
That was really good.
There you go.
I expected to face plant. So that's my favorite because I want to be able to hold it for a long time.
Yeah.
So you want to show them warrior 1 or 2?
Sure.
You.
Okay.
Because you're better at it.
But you're one.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm not really.
All right, so let's start in downward facing dog. And we'll do warrior 1 first. So step your right foot forward, left foot flat. Breathe in, reach up. Warrior 1. Oh, you can't really see. There you go. Warrior 1. You have an audience out there.
Yeah? Where? Oh, is that Brandy?
It might be Brandy. Maybe that's why she was calling me. Maybe she wants to join.
Do you want to go see if it's her? Pause. Hi. Is she turning around? I don't know.
Maybe she wants to do yoga with us.
I
Okay.
don't know. Okay, so let's do that.
So warrior 1. Okay, so it's downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, left foot flat. So here we'll talk about the foundation again. Let me put it to your feet. So foundation. Your toes point at 12 o'clock towards the wall in front of you. And then your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. So you want to be really rooted in your feet. So you want to press your heel down into the mat, press your big toe mound down into the mat, and then you want to press the outer edge of your back foot down into your mat. So that's going to give you strength for the pose. And then you build the pose from there. So from your feet, energy builds up through your legs. You sink down into your lunge. And you're going to square your hips towards the wall in front of you. So you'll pull your right foot forward. So you'll pull your right hip back, press, or right hip back, left hip forward. Notice she's still breathing. She's such a great yoga student. Shoulder blades draw in towards your spine. Thumb bones pull back towards the back wall. And she's going to reach up, breathe in, and then she's going to exhale to her mat, chaturanga. That was the longest hold ever. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. And then she's going to do the left side. We'll do this one faster. So left foot forward, right foot flat. Again, she's going to bring attention to her feet, really ground down like earth through her feet. Press down, square up, and then reach up through her arm bones, through her fingertips, and exhale back down to her mat, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Good job.
Thank
That's
you.
warrior 1.
Do our people want to see anything? Well, see, I can't do that because it's like
Julian Holloway said skills.
skills. Well, I learned from the best. Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to see? It's been a lot of fun. Should we show them something else?
What should we show them? You want to show them frog jumps?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So this is, you can do this in a yoga class, but this is actually a yod movement. So this is part of like a HIIT workout that we do. Well, sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. So frog jumps, she's gonna walk from downward facing dog, her shoulders over her wrists. Her big toe mounds are together, her knees will come apart, and then she's just gonna lift up into a frog jump. Whew. And so you lift up. The ultimate goal would be to have your hips stacked over your shoulders and to just hold there.
One more.
One more. So could you do frog jumps when you started, Jan?
No. I mean, I still really can't do them.
Yeah, you can. You just did it. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't hold them.
Redo.
Redo. I did. Okay.
What else?
Can we talk about what I just sent you the other day about legs up the wall? Why we do that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I don't remember what you said. It brings blood flow back to your body, right?
Yeah, that's what.
So any inversion is gonna. What did it say?
I don't remember.
Let's look. I have it.
Okay, I don't remember what it said. Oh, I'm out of breath. Jumping jacks and cabbage patch mash up. I wouldn't mind seeing. Guess who said that?
Probably like
Julian.
what is it? Cabbage patch mashup? What's that?
Why don't you come and show us?
So legs up the wall is a restorative pose that's beneficial for the health of your heart. It gives your heart a rest so it doesn't have to pump as hard and helps to slow down your heart rate, helping you feel more relaxed in a more calm mind. So I guess you could do this at work if you need to too.
Yeah. Just get on the ground and put your legs up the wall.
What else?
What else?
What's your favorite move? Favorite yacht move? Push-ups?
Nope. Not skaters, not burpees, not push-ups. Not much left.
Jumping jacks, block taps, line hops?
None of them. I don't really have a favorite.
You don't?
Not really.
It's not frog hops?
I mean, frog hops,
Frog hops, frog jumps?
frog jumps. Are they two separate things?
No.
What we just did.
Mm-hmm.
I like those a lot. They're hard, but I like them. Yeah. I like just air squats.
Yeah.
I do not like them with a knee raise.
Oh, you don't?
They're harder.
Yeah.
Why are they so much harder?
Better. What about sit up to stand up?
Yeah. No, I don't.
She says she likes my class, but
I do.
She likes a lot.
I like it overall. I don't know. It's probably the before and after of the class that I really like. You know, the social hour that I like a lot. So anyway, what else should we show them?
What do you want me to show something?
Yes.
What would you like me to show? You have to pick.
I would really like them to show how much of a badass you are and do your handstand stuff.
You want me to do a handstand?
Can you do it?
No.
I mean, are you warm? I know you can do it. Okay, you guys, while she's getting ready, let me just tell you. What day is it?
3:51.
She has done a handstand of the day every damn day this year. So when she started, you couldn't even hold a second. And now she could probably hold for like, I don't know, eternity. Look at her. You can hear her breathing. Look at that. That's awesome sauce. I'm going to make her fall out of it. Nice job.
I did it.
Nice job. Are there any like more complicated poses that you can do that you can show
More
them?
complicated.
Like, you know, there's like all these things that people do, like bird of paradise or
I can do that.
side crow or trigonasana.
Trikonasana.
No, what's that other one?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Well, which one of those would you like to see?
bird of paradise.
So should I face the camera, you think?
Whatever you want to do.
Of-
Julian says basically a workout and a dance move at the same time. Well, Julian, tell you what, you can come on my show for season 2 and we can have a dance off. And maybe
all the dance moves.
Liam can come too, because Liam's got some really good moves.
Okay, so we didn't show chair pose.
Oh yeah, we should
So
show
this
chair
is
pose.
chair pose. And so bird of paradise would be from chair pose because typically we would take a twist in chair pose. So from the twist, you would bring your hand and wrap around. I'm not very warm, so we'll see how this goes. But lift your leg up. That's bird of paradise.
Yeah, she did amazingly for not being warm.
And then bring it back down. Come back to your twist. Back to Utkatasana. Side curl.
Side curl. Boom.
That's it.
What'd you guys think of that? She's pretty amazing. Oh, Brandy says hi.
Hi, Brandy. You want to come back and do yoga with us?
We're having lots of fun. All right, we're at 40 minutes. Is there anything else that you want to share? Are you complete?
Complete.
All right. Well, hey, Sarah, you're joining just as we're getting ready to sign off, but you can catch the replay. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me for all of season 1 for my season finale. And stay tuned. I should know, like you would think I would know when the next show is going to be, when season 2 is going to kick off, but I don't roll like that. I'm kind of like a fly by the seat of your pants kind of girl. Headstand. Brandy wants to see a headstand.
Do you want to do it?
Do I want to do it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to do it. I don't even know that I've ever done that.
Let's see if I can do it. You can just talk and maybe distract them from that.
Okay, so anyway, I don't know when my January class is, or when I'm going to start in January. And I think I'm only going to do every other week in season 2 to give me time in between episodes. And we're also starting at 8:30 in season 2. I do know that much. She's rocking it back there. Can we get some love for this girl, guys? Let's see some hearts fly in. Okay, wow. All right. Okay. I feel complete.
I feel complete too.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
First episode of Redo.
Nice. That was a really powerful hand. Whatever. Oh, yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for the love. We'll see you next year. Bye-bye.